How everybody doing today?
Good.
Let me silence my phone because I don't like any interruptions. You know, the enemy will try stuff when you start to do stuff. So I learned my lesson a long time ago. Sometimes you just gotta disconnect to what connect. So the title of the message today is different. And I didn't want to comment on Danielle's message because guess what? It had to deal with my message. Because what she spoke on is always a connection with God, the ask what method. And that's something what we learned a couple weeks back, the ask method. And this week was a challenging week, but it was a week of me having a clear understanding. And I was meeting different individuals all week long, and I had a conversation with my barber. And because me and my barber, we got a connection that we just don't talk about everyday activity, we talk about the spirit. So he said something, I was telling him everything I got going on, what I'm aspiring to do. He said, well, one thing about you, you're different. You think different, you act different, and you motivate people in a different kind of way. I said, okay. Then later on that week, that was on Monday. Then Tuesday, somebody said the exact same thing. I said, different. He said, man, look, you do things a lot different than anybody else does. And when God gives you a game plan, which I talked about that a couple weeks back, he gave you a good game plan for what? Your life. And which is different than what everybody else's game plan. So that's what makes you different. So I have ran across a phrase. It said, don't be afraid of being different. Be afraid of being the same as everyone else. I'm gonna say that one more time. Don't be afraid of being different. Be afraid of being the same as everyone else. And that's the problem we run into. Everybody want to be just like everybody. And now after the first training we had, interact with one another about what the first training was about. And the main thing that you don't understand, when you are different, God chosen people. So guess what? You're gonna be different. You're gonna talk different. God gonna have you in a different category than everybody else that are not among you. They're not the same. And you gotta realize that's a foundation. When you different, God put a foundation within you that you can't go to the left, you can't go to the right. Y'all didn't hear it because y'all was not on camera when we were talking, when the apostle was saying, when she was in school, it was already in her to seek after God. No matter what she did on Friday, Saturday, on Sunday, something was in you. That's the foundation. That made you different. Yeah, you got a way to escape like everybody else. But something different about you that would make you want to move. So, different is not a bad thing. That means, if y'all remember on my last message, I was talking about the Philistine. And what the whole case was, he was not of God people. But the people kept looking what was going on around them. But only one person sat back and said, hold on, something is different. He's not of us. So if you're not of God, guess what? You're just like everybody else. God told you, he got a playbook for your life. He made me personally different. And I had to train a class on yesterday, Saturday. Another transportation company. They came to me, bought a stretcher from me, and didn't really know how to run the equipment. So, as I was training, he was like, you do things a lot different than we do. I thought, okay, what that supposed to mean? But he said, no, they said, don't take it in a bad way. Because when I was talking, I'm like, okay, what you mean I do throw it different way? He said, well, the way you believe, it's a lot different than the way I have ever seen anybody run a company. Your belief system is more on what about your people than what about the money you make. And when in business, it's supposed to be what? About what the money you make than what the people you serve. So you gotta be different in everything you do. God made me so different that he always gave me a game plan. Because folks like, well, I can't, how do you think like that? Because God what? Gave it to me. Because I spend quality time. I go in prayer. I actually sit back and listen to see if God even saying something. And if he ain't saying that, guess what? I ain't doing nothing. I'm not just what? Moving no more. Because guess what? I'm different. I learned what the word say. I took the time to what? Ask. So we learned the ask method. Sometimes you have to what? Sit back and what? Ask. You can't be like what? Everybody else. I'm afraid of being like what? Everybody else. Especially this COVID-19. I'm like, well, if with me, I couldn't travel. Oh, 4th of July, I was in Vegas. Because guess what? I said, I ain't trying to be like everybody else. I'm different. I believe what I believe. And if I want to believe what the word say, then guess what? I'm just like everybody else. I don't want to be like everybody else. That's not my belief factor. I believe what the word say. And like I said, whenever I talk, I have to give with scripture. Because you're like, yeah, you're talking about any and everything. No, that's a foundation about what I say. Because that's what I believe. I believe in the foundation that what moves me. Yes, I do speak boldly. Because what the word tells me to what? Speak what? Boldly. Because guess what? I'm different. If you want me to be the same, I'm sorry. If you want to go see the same thing everywhere you go out the door. Because guess what? Everybody else is doing the same thing out there. I'm trying to do what? Better my life. Oh, last year we had what? The epic lifestyle. I believe that. And I said I'm not going to what? Leave until I what? Seen what? Epic. New Year Day, with New Year Eve, I was in the Czech Republic. And I actually said, Lord, thank you, I finally seen Epic. Because I would have never what? Thought I would be there. That was not on my checklist. Well, as folks like, no. But then guess what? That was God's plan for my life to show me that, hey, you can be different. I can show you what? The whole world. I can give you what? Another point of view of things. And what I learned over there, that people would pray better than ours. In the middle of the street, man, with what? On the ground. Giving what? His God what? Praise. But what were we doing? What made us so what? Different. But what was different about him? He was praying. When nobody else was what? Doing what? Being the same. I don't want to be the same. If all that took for me to go, what? Hundreds and hundreds of miles, I don't know how many miles I went. But it was a long way. It took me up, what, over 10 hours to get there. 14, I think if I'm not mistaken, 14 hours. Thousands of miles. Because guess what? I didn't want to be the same. Then when I came back here, I said, God, I don't want to be the same when I come back. Because guess what? I left what? To come back with better. Because guess what? When you want to be different, God will what? Make you what? Different. But when you want to be the same and what? Fit in, guess what? You ought to be afraid of that. Because God has a plan for you. But it's up to us to what? Walk in what plan he has. Now how are we going to get the plan? We got to go to him. That will make it so different. We can't wait on the pastor every time to give us what? The plan. When God said you can just come to me. It's just one-on-one relationship. Late at night, guess what? It's just me and you. You can be in a crowded room. And guess what? God will download something in your spirit. And folks like, well, how did you get that? Because I'm different. I'm not the same as everybody else. God has put me in a what? A place for me to what? Be different. But guess what? We don't want to be that. Romans 12 and 2 say, don't copy the behavior and customs of what? This world. But let God transform you into a what? New person. By changing the way you would. Like the what? The world. Stop trying to do what the world would do. Because guess what? He's trying to make you into a what? New person. Every time. Guess what? Let go of the old. We say let go of the old. Because guess why? Why you want to let go of the old? Because you're going into your new. You cannot put your old stuff and bring it to your what? To your new. How you going to have what? A 20-bedroom house and think you're going to bring that old furniture? No. When I said 20 bedrooms, because I believe in mansions. I believe in being overly blessed. Oh, I believe, see, when you know the word, it'll tell you about the 100-fold blessing. But I ain't going to teach on that today.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference. I believe in what the word say. I'm going to be blessed. But that's where we at. Now, 1 Peter 2 and 9 say, but you are not like that. You are a chosen what? People.
Yes.
That's different. You are royal priests in a holy nation, God's very own possession. That means you are what? His. You are not what? The same. You are what? God's people. There's a difference to being in what? The kingdom. But when I'm God's people, that means I'm his child. He looks out for me. He wants what? Better for me. So when folks go out there, they got to see who? See God. They shouldn't see you. I taught on this what? A while back. I am me. But I say what? I am me what? Without apology. Because guess what? When I do what I do for the word and do for the kingdom, I do it what? Without apology. Everybody can't say that. Because that's what? I'm what? Different. I believe what? Different. I speak what? Different. A lot of folks don't like it. But does it bother me? No. Guess what? I'm chosen to do what I would call to do. That's what makes me what? Different than the next individual. When you have that certain kind of business, guess what? You're chosen for that company. Sometimes you work that job, you're chosen for what? That job. It ain't for you go make no money. It's for you to what? Change the soul. Because you're different. You're the different person in the whole what company.
Right.
That's the difference. You're chosen. God chose you to what? Be there. But we don't want to what? Walk in our difference. The way they say, don't be afraid of what? Being different. Somebody got to be the what? The difference. Somebody. I'm in the room with sinners. Somebody got to be saved. And I want to be the one that what? Be the difference. Because guess what? If I'm just like them, I'm going to do what? Do what exactly what they doing. Because I'm what? I'm up them. I might as well what? If I'm up them, I might as well what? Act like them. But like you said, I want to be what? I want to be different. I don't want to be the same. I don't want to wake up the same person tomorrow. I want to be so different that, hey, God just saying, I got something going on for you to what? Tomorrow. When you are different, people recognize it. And I forgot that, hey, I was so different. Other people have to tell me, man, look, you think on a whole other level. I don't know what you do, but it works for you. I said, it's supposed to. I believe. And most people probably is, guess what? They don't believe. I believe what the word has to say. I really do. And the main thing, had somebody asked me about my last name. And I said, okay. My last name is Tabitale. And I said, well, Lord, that's different. That's like, you know, everybody was like, well, that's a different name. I ain't never heard that before. It's supposed to be different. But think about it. I went to the Word about what? Name change. And they said, why did God sometimes change a person's name? I said, well, Lord, you changed my name. Why? He said, sometimes it is used to establish a new identity. When God is making you into something new, He can't keep you what? The same. He got to make you what? Different. As you look, if you read the Word, plenty of folks named it what? Changing the Word. Because guess what? He had to make what? A new individual. I could not keep you in the same place to do my what? Do my business. Because guess what? Your name is no longer what? Good. Now He want to make you different. Because guess what? Your new name carries a lot more weight. Because now your new name is what? To benefit what? Him. Sometimes you need to ask, Lord, what is my new name? I learned about new name before I even what? Changed my name. And I didn't know what my new name was going to be. When the Lord gave it to me, what I received. Because I knew it was going to be something different. I knew I was going to walk into my head. Oh, I'm believing in what? I said to believe. When I come in here, I read. Because guess what? I need to download this stuff right back in my spirit. Because guess what? I'm different. I don't know what you is, but I'm different. I'm not going to be the same as you. I'm going to be what God called me to be. And whatever that is, I'm going to walk in it. Because I do what the ask method. Oh, I do ask. I do sit back in my closet and pray. In my secret room. Because guess what? I want to be what? Different. If you listen to the song before we play, they say I want to be what? Different. I don't want to be the same. I don't want God to leave here without me. Oh no! You might be still here, but I'm trying to go. Because I want to be what? Different. Because I'm trying to be with the holy of the holy. Because I want Him to make me what? Holy. If I kind of what? Speak a certain kind of way, don't be mad because I had to cuss at you. Because guess what? I had to be different just for you. But guess what? Like out in here, after the training, you should be a cusser to everybody. Come on. If that's what it takes to save a soul, you ain't changed. You stayed the what? The same. But see, a lot of stuff goes behind the scenes that y'all don't hear about on YouTube.
From Zion.
But hey,
Jesus.
God downloaded it in my spirit. So guess what?
My God.
I took that word and I went. I added to me. I said, yeah, Lord, man, I need to stop cussing all these folks. Because I'm trying to be the same. I want to be what? A little different. But that's just my word. Because I ain't afraid no more. I used to be what? Afraid because I want to be the same. Because it was scary. Because we learned as going to school. If you different, folks gonna what? Talk about you. And nobody want to be what? Talked about. As adults, we still don't want to be what? Talked about. But we know, and everybody know as a fact, you gotta be different. It hurts to be what? Different. It's scary just to be different. But guess what? It's needed for your life. I don't know what it's going to take to change you. But something going to come to your life that's going to what? Change you. That's going to make you what? Be different. It happens. I don't want the loved one to believe me just to change my life. To make me start acting what? Different. I don't want to lose nothing else. I done lost enough in my lifetime. More than enough. But hey, I'm so different now. Hey, I believe God gonna give me more. It was another message in training. After, and I believe what they said. They believe for a certain amount of money. And they got it. But what was different was they got an understanding of it this time. But the funny thing about it, my barber said the same thing. He said, I believe for $1,000 a day. My belief says I want to make $1,000 a day. I said, okay, I'm going to believe with you. First day I believe I made $1,000. Because guess what? I changed my mind frame. Oh, my belief system, I'm going to have 25,000 in 25 days. And I'm going to get it. Because I believe the way I believe. That's why I talk different. Well, hey, I can't be like you. I don't have your faith level. You're right. Because I'm different. I believe that. I believe I may get what? 45,000, 50,000. Lord revealed to me everything I lost last year was close to $90-something thousand, close to $100,000. I made $90-something thousand. Well, I ain't gonna say I made it. I had $90,000 hit my hands, a little bit over $90,000 hit my hands in the last 3 months. So everything I lost, Lord, it revealed it. He said, I gave it right back to you. I thought, oh, wow, you got that kind of... No, I ain't say I got that kind of money. I said it would hit my what? My hands. God give you the ability to what? Gain wealth. He didn't say, I'm just going to give it to you. I gave you the what? Ability. And the only way you're going to get the ability to what? Gain wealth, you got to be what? On one-on-one connection with him. I didn't have to scheme, steal, or anything in that sense to get this what? This wealth. Because what? He gave me the what? The playbook for what? My life. Told you I'm not the same. I am what? Different. And how you going to always get to what? The different part of your life, you got to believe. Oh, belief is a what? Real thing. My church say true transfer into what? Change. I had to go into my what? My truth. That's the difference. When you learn your own truth, you know what? Change. I know what. I learned hey, maybe I don't need to cuss it for. Guess what? Some of us I had to cuss out though. Because guess what? It changed them. The folks like, well, you cuss. Yeah, my cousin actually changed on what? Some folks. But I was believing, and then guess what? At the same time, I didn't do it out of anger. I did it what? Out of love. I was frustrated because, hey, you were doing something that I felt that, hey, come on. You need to what? Some tough love. A lot of us don't like that what? Tough love. If I say something that hurt your feelings, guess what? 9 times out of 10, I ain't do it just hurt your feelings. I did it with out of love. Because I want more for people. And that's one of my biggest problems. I want more for your life than what you want for your life. But that's the difference. When you start doing stuff out of love, hey, it will change. It's different. You receive it what? In a different way. Now I got people coming to me like, man, I appreciate what you have done. Yeah, it was a little rough around the edges, but I get it now. And that's what you want. It took me years before I got to what? Being able to see what everything I put out there in the kingdom start coming back. Now, I'm different. I'm going to get in a different profession. Right now, I don't know nothing about it. But it was so different, I had to try it. Folks like, that crazy. Yeah, because I told you I'm different. Who jumps in a whole nother profession don't know nothing about it? Me. Because I'm what? I'm different. That's how I got blessed my whole life, by being what? Different. I'm not trying to be the same. I'm afraid to what? Be the same. So if you want to be of the kingdom, and not God's kingdom, you're going to have to be what? You're going to have to be different. You're going to have to what? Talk different. You're going to have to talk with some boldness. Because guess what? People out there that can what? Know the word and break the word down better than you to what? Hinder what? You. I work in the prison system. They know the word better than anybody. Oh my goodness. Then sometimes you have to sit back. I had to go back to that. What made me start studying the word a little bit better. Because guess what? They using the word against me. That let me know that hey, I have to what? Go on my own self study. I don't need to wait no Sunday. No. When you come back that time, I'm gonna be what? Ready for you. But that made me different. That let me know that Sunday is just not a place for me to go. Sit up in no church. I need to what? Know this word. Because this word is supposed to what? Make me different. Supposed to transform me into what? A different person. That's what the word supposed to do. That's what gonna make you different. Well, I ain't want to be up here long because somebody else told me that hey, I actually speak too long. So I'm trying to downgrade the little time I do speak. Oh yeah, somebody did tell me that.
Amen.
Yep, amen.
Amen.
But I hope I'm actually what giving you a word that actually would motivate you, to make you move to a what better place in your life. That's the only reason I'm here. Like the Bible said, she didn't feel like getting up that morning. Guess what? That spirit came on me. I said, Lord, I gotta move.
Yes.
I said, I'm sorry, I gotta move. When I left a little later than I normally left, and I still got here on time. So what that tell you? When God has a what? You gotta move. I don't let nothing what hinder me. Because out of the way I feel, guess what? I feel better now. When I got here, when I hit that Alabama line, I said, sweet home Alabama, let's go. Because, hey, y'all don't understand what it cost me to get here.
Yes.
Y'all don't really understand that. What I had to sacrifice just to what? Be here. There was a life change in the spirit for me. This is different. To drive 4 hours just to get what? One word.
Come on.
That's what? That's different. Folks can't get on your what? Faith level when you believe like that. If I believe like that, guess what? God got to reward me just the way I believe.
Yes, yes.
But you got to realize, you got to be different.
Oh my God.
You can't go into work thinking the same way. You got to think different than everybody else does. Who I'm going to bless today? It might be the owner. It might be the CEO. It might be the president. Doesn't matter. Because like I said, I got testimonies that came back to me. I had a testimony. He said, hey, he said, I was scared to public speak. But because I seen you do it enough, and from our conversation, he asked me to come speak. And say to me.
All right now.
He said, now look, I was the same individual that got in trouble on the what? On a monthly basis.
Yeah.
He said, but when I start changing the way I think,
Yes.
guess what? It's bad when the president come down and say, man, I like that man right there.
President, come
The
on.
president came down. You was the same individual.
Yes.
Just with what? Messing up. Now you the individual that what? Come in to safety meetings and you want to have most of the violations. But when you became a different what, individual, guess what? God opened up a new what? New door. Y'all told you God got a different game plan for your life. You worry about what somebody else say. Worry about what God got to say. And the only reason I told you that story, because guess what? Don't matter where you at in life. You could be that drunk on the street. Hey, God can change you. Your playbook never say you're supposed to be a drunk the rest of your life.
Come on.
I ain't supposed to be a person that always violating these rules the rest of my life.
That's right.
But when I got changed, I got what? Promoted. And what? Men didn't promote me, God did. That's the difference. You gotta understand. When God promotes you, you don't worry about men. You don't worry about what they say or what they do. Because guess what? God take care of me. In a slow season, I made more money, and God revealed that to me on the way here. I made more money in COVID-19 sitting at home.
Yes, you'll do it.
What that happened at? It doesn't. Doesn't make sense. It don't. Because I'm with. I'm different. You gotta have that one-on-one connection with God. I'm sorry. That's the only way you're gonna get it. That's the only way God can reveal what He got to reveal for your what? For your life. You kind of do what everybody else do. It does not work for you. It worked what? For them. Because that's what their playbook for what their life is. What's yours? You trying to be just like everybody else. Who made it? How Amazon them got where they got? By being what? Different. They found a problem, they solved it. They didn't do what everybody else did. How you think Lyft and all these other stuff started? Guess what? Everybody was different. But you want to be just like them, but they figured out they had to be what? Different than everybody else. To get what God has for them. But we don't never want to be on that level with God. We want what? I just want to be blessed. Oh, God said you're going to have to go through something for it, though. You might have to stay up some late nights, talk to me, pray with me. You might have to spend a little bit more money than you normally spend. Guess what? It don't matter what it costs for me to get down here. I done paid for folks to come down here. Yeah, y'all don't believe it? Because guess what? I'm different. I believe what the word say. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just. I be looking for them. Y'all don't know. I love to be around a symbol. I be like, man, it's your wealth stored up for me. I think different. I don't want to be around them kind of people. Jesus was. Well, so what makes you so better than what? Jesus. I just want to be a little bit more smarter. Lord, they're going to tell me who we're going to be. But they ain't going to bless me. And I have been blessed by the wicked. Oh, I have. But guess what? I tell you, he's different. I believe in my difference. Even though there ain't no word. But I can make up some stuff for you. So, hey, that's why you go seek the word and get a dictionary. Because, hey, sometimes I may say a word that's what? Not correct. Because I'm what? I'm different.
Oh, okay.
That word might be the new word you need in your spirit. Because guess what? I'm different. This training center is what? Different.
Different.
This ain't no church. Folks go out there with us? No. Well, what? Training center, because we're trying to train you with your life. We're not here to what? Preach to you. And I'm not here to hoop in the holler and get no big collection plate. Because I promise you, if y'all read my book, I found out a small church can make more money than a big church. Because guess what? He just got to give me the what? Game plan. Because like I said, we're here to train. We're here to what? Change your life. We're not here for your pocketbook. Because I promise you, I just pray, Lord, give me enough money, but we don't need them. Oh, this is my belief system. The Lord tell me you only need 3 here. What I'm going to do? Go to Apostle, hey, Lord say, we only need 3 here. So we need 10,000 out there in the community. That's my belief system. I didn't change her word. I just heard from God. So if I heard from God, I ain't gonna go be ashamed to go say what he told me to say. He tell me to put you out. Well, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna what? Go to the apostle. This is what the Lord told me. Now, once I gave you the word, and you didn't put him out, guess what? That's your fault. Because I told you I'm different. I'm bold. I'm bold with what I say. Because if you don't like it, it doesn't bother me at all. I told you I'm different. And I'm going to stay with it. Different. Told you I am me without a what? Apology. So, my name is Timothy Mount Tabitale, coming from all the way from Prattville, Georgia. Prattville, Alabama, I'm sorry. The preferred community. Oh yes, I'll be in Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah.
But hey, God finna bring me some more places. So, like we are always welcome to come out here on every Sunday, starting at 9 o'clock. With the first, every Tuesday, 5:30 for self-study. And look, like I said, you never know when I'm coming back to town. And when I come back to town, I come to town to give a word. I have a blessed day.